does it feel to be Rhea Ripley's little bitch?
Wolfpac is back, cause I'm mass destruction.
Wednesday. The fuck are you doing?
Get on your knees and bow
Check out the Wolfpac.
The Wrestletalk Wolfpac.
Wolfpac.
Wrestletalk Wolfpac.
Wolfpac.
Wrestletalk Wolfpac.
Wolfpac.
You'll be together, and you'll be kicking ass.
Go!
Well, that's one way to start an introduction. Jay Knows Wrestling with a great introduction.
Always.
Yes, Jax.
That was the best thing I've ever seen. You see the Ginger Ninja move? The wha-cha!
I just want to say, like, that intro music, I'm jealous because, I mean, I like our intro and everything, but I happen to be going to see those guys for my birthday in a few weeks, so hell yeah.
Oh, I will be there too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Well, then you got to buy me a drink since it's my birthday. Hot damn it.
Sounds good.
All right.
Welcome to the Wrestletalk Wolfpac, guys. I am John. I go by @SelfBetWrestling on TikTok. Next to me, as always, the co-host of Boyfriend Time, the Ginger Ninja Jaxpo. Under him, as always, all hail our tribal queen, Bree, @Bree.Stout on TikTok. Dad Hat will be later. And guys, as you can see, we have a very, very special guest. It is our boy Kyle from the Knockout and 3 Count.
What up, though, man? I appreciate you guys having me. Like I said, I've seen some of the stuff you guys have had on, and that's right. I am the host of Knockouts and 3 Counts. You can catch us Tuesdays, Thursdays, live on YouTube and Facebook. You never know what you're going to get. We just had somebody from Bare Knuckle FC on Tuesday. We've got the Weapon of Ash Destruction from NWA coming through on Thursday, so you never know what'll come through there. So if you guys are fans of these guys, check us out. You might like what you see.
Hell yeah, man. Well, welcome along for the ride, dude. We got 2 hours. Guys, later after Dad Hat joins us, we will be doing our all-in picks. Jax has a Twisted Tea take about it. Wait for it. But first, as always, let's just go ahead and start with Bree's rumor report. What's up, Bree?
Well, I found a couple this time.
Let's go.
I mean, it's not so much of a big rumor now, but supposedly there's going to be some possible cuts to WWE staff next month after WWE and Endeavor merge.
I saw that. I mean, what is it usually? It's what, August?
That ain't really a big surprise, though. That happens a lot of times when companies merge, so I don't feel like that's anything that's going to be super major towards the company, though.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if there's any talent. Of course, I always, ever since 2021, I constantly worry that Bray Wyatt's name is going to be thrown out, but that's just a me thing, being a Bray Wyatt fan. Jax.
They're speaking Spanish, and I think they're calling me fat. Like
we don't kink or body shame here, Tommy.
See him and they call me fat. No,
who's Tommy? Where was Tommy for Boyfriend Time?
Tommy
Yeah,
fell
where
asleep.
was he?
Tommy fell asleep.
Tommy went night night. Tommy works every day of the week. He's been sleeping like sure. He was he was dead. Like, let me tell you how me and Tommy usually have morning coffee because he going to bed around the time I'm getting up. And he'd been asleep by the time he gets home. He'd be asleep. So I cannot have my morning coffee in my morning bowl. It's very thing, but I just hope there's not significant names on this list. Like, don't be cutting people. Like no offense. Here's some cuts you should make. Quincy, I ain't seen him since the draft.
Von Wagner.
Fleece Mays. They're actually using Von Wagner in NXT
I don't care.
in
They
a
need to
prominent
cut him.
spot right now. But there's I think the cuts we're going to see are going to be more down towards the NXT up and coming people than we're going to see a main roster.
Yeah, the main roster's pretty dope right now. There's a couple on there, but they serve their purpose. Like this past Monday, Akira Tozawa, I wouldn't want to see him leave. He has his purpose, and he's great. Hello, Lady Bet in the chat.
What up,
Hello,
Doe? One of my co-hosts is in this joint. What up, Doe?
hello.
Jay Bone, and one of our guys, Donald Holland, in the joint. What's good, my guy?
Hello.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Wrestletalk Wolfpac. Guys, we're here just four friends talking wrestling. Sometimes we go off the fucking rails, especially because of the man next to me. We tend to go off the
Is
rails.
Nick
a lot.
Wade's mom weirdly hot, or is it just
No, she's just hot.
okay? Like Nick Wayne, I'm thinking about becoming Nick Wayne's stepdad.
Oh
You're
my
good. No harm. No foul.
Oh boy,
Oh, dude.
Sorry, we have a guest. I know I'm supposed to be here.
you're all straight. It ain't hurting my feelings none, dude. Like I said, anybody that's ever watched our show can tell you there's no limits to what we end up getting into. So it's all good.
Yeah, well, we tend to do that a lot, especially on our new show we debuted this past Saturday. But let's not forget, somebody else has a new show out this week, Bree.
Oh
Bree.
yeah, out on Monday over on the World Championship Wreckage YouTube page. Guys, episode 2 of Queen's Court's out with me, Husky, and Mike Duplessis. It's pretty cool. And next week we're talking about the 93 Royal Rumble and then the Raw after the Rumble. So it's gonna be good.
Jay Bone, I agree. I wouldn't mind if some of those people went too. You know, it's funny though. I keep hearing, what do you guys think about Edge going to AEW, bro? Because I hear this contract is about out of here.
I can't picture calling him anything but Edge. I really can't.
Yeah.
You could call him Adam Copeland.
Yeah, I know, but it's fucking Edge. I mean, it's let's go EGE. It's Edge.
I wouldn't mind it. I don't want it. Don't give it to me. But I feel like it's gonna happen.
I absolutely think it's gonna happen. I absolutely think we're gonna get Edge. And Christian
knockouts and 3
versus
counts
the
is heavy
Dudleys
in this
versus the
joint.
Hardys. I think we will get another.
Call him. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Really want to?
That whole thing's gonna be weird, dude. Especially because we don't even know where Edge is at after the whole match with Toronto and all that stuff, which that was pretty dope. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I could see it for the simple fact that Christian's over there, and if they're gonna pay him just as much money as he was getting paid in WWE, hell, I would too.
Yeah, I mean, there is nothing. Tony Khan's not afraid to shit out some money. That is for a fucking fact.
Facts.
So what is Sexton Hardcastle doing in AEW? Matt Ward, the mod father, in the chat.
Hi, Matt Ward.
Yes, go check out Bree on the World Championship Wreckage YouTube channel with Queen's Court. And yes, as I said, this past Saturday, me and my Boo Bear, the Ginger Ninja, debuted Boyfriend Time. Guys, it was such a fucking blast.
That was
Boyfriend
so
Time.
entertaining to watch.
Boyfriend Time is basically me and Jax doing what we do on a Saturday night. We sit back, we pop open a StreamYard, and we sit there and talk about life. It's just now we're pressing the record button. Like I said at the end of Boyfriend Time, and like I will say right now describing Boyfriend Time, it is hard being a man. It is hard being a father. It is hard being a husband. It is hard being a dad. come to boyfriend time, make some stupid fucking jokes, laugh about some stupid shit, and have fun. What did I miss, Jax?
I don't know. His reactions.
Hey, son. My son
Jax is
won.
always there with the reactions.
Oh no, Nick Wayne picked up his first win in AEW.
Go hug your mom.
Hey, listen, the camera loves her.
Yeah, see, I'm behind a little bit. I just got off work, so I started it from the beginning. I'm watching Moxley try to rip Phoenix's mask off.
Oh, we're gonna get his reaction to what's gonna happen too. I popped like a bitch. So, what's the next rumor?
Yeah, Matt Ward. It was a tease. It was a little bit of a tease, but we knew that going in, and we wanted to be upfront with you guys. Not saying you never know when a surprise boyfriend might happen to make it up for it, but it was a little bit of a tease.
But what if I want to come on sometime?
You? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, I had fun in the chat. It was fun in the chat.
Boyfriend time is for everybody.
How the hell did you guys come up with the name for that is what I want to know.
We didn't.
We didn't. My wife did.
I mean, that settles it.
Like I said, we typically do that. We typically talk on a Friday and Saturday. We'll sit home, chat, talk about life. And my wife will be like, go have boyfriend time. And that's how it came to be.
I like it. Our name for our show was off the top of the dome tomb, so it's all right.
Listen, we went from talking about rumors to boyfriend time.
That's how the rumor report always goes.
Why?
It's
why do I need to marry Brandon Stevens? I don't know who the fuck that is, but why? I don't roll that way, bro.
It's Jax's fault we get off topic, Bree. I'm so sorry. Please proceed to your next rumor.
It's not saying a source, but the plan before Bryan Danielson's injury was to have him work a match against Kenny Omega at All In. Oh, Wrestling Observer Network newsletter.
I mean, go ahead.
No, I mean I could see it. It's a safe match. You know it's gonna go. You know they can go at least 60. So I mean, it's okay.
I feel like that would be stupid to do at this point because if you're gonna have a match of that caliber and you're putting it on a show like All In, I would hope that you would have had that shit up a long time before now because it would have like gave you more suspense to the match. Plus, I don't know that I see that either because Kenny's still got to get out of this thing with the Callis family first.
Yeah, exactly. AJ Hoover in the chat. Yes, we will talk about the career and have a moment of silence for Terry Funk. Very
Damn
soon.
it.
We're waiting on
R.I.P. Terry Funk.
Dad Hat is our WCW guy, so we really wanted to wait for him to get in the chat and do it.
Oh, the chicken.
The chicken.
Jax.
Chainsaw Charlie.
Oh, you're grabbing your Terry Funk?
What is that, Terry Funk whiskey or some shit?
Oh, you got the chicken.
I like it. I like it.
My best friend got this for me for Christmas.
That would be me. That would be me.
And the whole thing is I was on a show called The Wrecking. I know I'm getting off rumors, but Terry Funk is one of my favorite hardcore wrestlers. But he had a match against Dustin Rhodes one time, and he came out to the ring with a raw, there you go, fucking raw chicken. And ever since then, that's been one of my favorite matches. I can watch it on repeat, but I make fun of it every day of the week.
And on to Breeze, All In possible could have been Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega, Jax.
Rosie used part of her refund to build an outdoor patio.
Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega. That'd be cool on paper. I don't know if I necessarily want to see it, truthfully. That's just me. That's my opinion. I'd rather see Kenny Omega versus Nick Wayne.
Yeah, well,
Like-
Bree, you know, this is the problem with AEW. They could still have this match because AEW does zero fucking build up for their shows.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, if Bryan Danielson wasn't injured, they could have Kenny Omega over there announcing that he just wants a match or demands a match, and he's not going to leave the ring until he gets a match, and then out comes Bryan Danielson.
Very true. Does Kenny Omega not have a match yet?
I thought he did.
For All In?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's got a match.
Oh.
Okay.
It's the Golden Elite Hangman Adam Page versus fuck
Oh,
and
Jay
Piss.
White. Yeah, that's right.
The Bullet Club. There you go.
That's right.
Thank you. To catch in the Bullet Club role. Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
That's why Matt Ward is the mod father right there.
But not
Bree,
Shibata.
other-
Well, the rumor is your boy Shibata does not have a match. How do you
Well,
feel
because
about
he's Ring of Honor, not AEW.
Thank you. For once we agree on Shibata about something.
He's in Ring of Honor. He's not in AEW. It's
I
okay.
just had to throw that out there.
You know what? Shibata, mine and Shibata's relationship is A, awesome, and secondly, he doesn't want to come on. He doesn't want to come on because y'all constantly doubt me.
Did you
I
just
wasn't
hurt my
talking
best
about
friend's
him.
feelings? Did you just hurt my best friend's feelings?
I wasn't talking about Shibata coming on the show. I said
But
he's
you
not
hurt your
going to be at
feelings?
all in.
She kind of cut me deep. I'm not gonna lie. She cut me deep.
But you know
She
what?
cut-
I
ever
have
since-
this. I have this for a little bit longer. So
I would say ever since.
Yeah, but
she
who's got the
lost
podium?
that's true. You do, Jax. You do. He doesn't.
Why we got to bring that bullshit up? That's all right. I take it back. I take it back.
Thank you,
I
Matt
forgive you.
Ward. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. But those are the Ring of Honor tag titles. They're not as prestigious as the pure title. You know, Shibata only performs where Shibata is needed, guys. Simple as that. It's just that simple. You know why? You know why I keep this going? Because I know it fucking just gets under Matt Ward's. It's
Ray
fun.
Phoenix is fucking dope. My bad. I'm just over here zoning out watching Ray Phoenix versus Moxley.
No, you're good. Dude, this is honestly what we do. We sit here and watch AEW, have some reactions whenever they do something good, and talk wrestling. Which, by the way, I have to take a time to thank both Nate Slater and Zarek Camacho for coming on last week. It was greatly appreciated.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry I had to cut
they did
out.
okay. For two people that absolutely hate each other, they were minding their P's and Q's, and they were nice, so I got to thank them for that. Y'all think Aussie Open is really going to lose the titles to MJF and Adam Cole, baby?
No.
I'm going to save it for the pick'ems, but
Do the pre-card always count for pick'ems?
Well, I
it
mean,
is
that's
on
a,
0 hour.
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess not. I don't know. We got to wait for Dad Hat to find out. We don't know what his sheet looks like.
I thought we agreed not to do the AEW ones because they randomly add matches the day of.
I don't remember.
I'm just hoping that I
Uh-oh.
get some good tickets on the day of, but
Uh-oh.
Speaking of
Our
Nate,
boy, the
hello.
Bionic Silverback, has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The Bionic Silverback, Nate Slater. Hey, buddy. The
Gotta be
Bucks
ni- you
the
gotta-
fucking Bucks are gonna win, aren't they?
You got to be nice to Nate now. You can't be talking some smack about him.
I never talked. Nate knows better than that.
Nate, he was talking shit about
Nate
you.
knows better than. I was never.
He said he
All I
said you
said
chop
was-
like a bitch.
That is not definitely not fucking true. Me and him had a conversation about that yesterday.
I didn't hear him say that because them chops hurt.
Exactly. Exactly. No.
still think
Them chops
he
hurt
does-
like a fucking bitch.
He does think one thing, doesn't he, Jay? This is your cue.
Jay's not
Jay.
available right now. Jay's not available right now.
ruined it, Jay. You ruined it.
Jay. No.
Jay's not available right now.
You're lucky, buddy. You're lucky.
Oh! Lady Silverback is in the chat.
Lady
Hi, Lady
Hi, Lady
Silverback.
Silverback.
So we got any more rumors, Bree?
Let me see. Per the Observer, there's a long-term main roster idea for the Los Lotharios tag team. And the story is just starting in NXT now with a focus on their superstar grandfather.
Run that by me again?
Okay, so it's about Los Lotharios. So Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. It was saying, per the Observer, there's a long-term main roster idea for them. And the story is just starting at NXT now with a focus on their superstar grandfather.
Who's your superstar grandfather?
That's what I want to know.
I think it was it Hector Garza?
Maybe.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it wasn't Hector Garza was in Impact or in TNA back in the day. If I remember right.
He was for a short time, but he was big over there in Mexico.
Yeah, because his logo, I remember his logo was Triple H's logo, the cross with the H's in the middle. That's okay. Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, it's WWE doing what WWE does. They actually tell stories and things of that nature. So, I mean, I could totally see them doing that because, I mean, it's not like they can't use more tag teams on the main roster, but I think that it's just going to basically give Los Lotharios a new coat of paint. I mean, if that's how it plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Which they might need. They might very well need.
I would say they do. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put him back in NXT so that they could, you know, not even because they need to go back down, but I mean, they did that to give them a change of scenery.
No, ma'am. I retire. I'm telling you now. I'm telling y'all now. I'll take my chop from Nate's. I'll do the breast cancer chops, and then I am retiring. That shit hurts. Anybody who thinks less of me, I don't give a fuck. Try one yourself and then judge me.
I don't think any less of you, brother.
I've got an idea.
Huh?
I don't think any less of you.
I've got an idea.
What do you got?
For the breast cancer shirts, if we sell so many, I'll find a female wrestler around here and take a chop.
So
You
what
got
is
a
the thing with everybody wanting to take chops? I don't like.
So it started out. So last year I did some breast cancer shirts, which.
Oh, I got mine. Hold on, I got mine.
Which this Friday I will be presenting one to the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So that's gonna be cool. I designed a shirt, and basically I stole the idea from a Houston radio show where you come up with something, then just sell the shirts and donate money. So I ended up raising $200 for Susan G. Komen, and we had goals, and for every goals we hit, it was another chop added by the Silverback Nate Slater. And if you haven't seen the Silverback Nate Slater, I suggest you Google him because he's fucking massive. He's a big man, and he hits like a fucking freight train. So I had to take 3 of them, and it fucking sucked. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever gone through, but I did it, and then I decided to take some for subscribers, and now it's just to the point where it's like, yeah, no, it's that there's a reason I'm on this side of the aisle. That shit fucking hurts. And Jax has been chopped by the Silverback Nate Slater. He can tell you exactly how it feels to confirm I'm not over exaggerating.
No, I have 2 reasons why I wanted to experience it, to be honest with you, but I needed to I wanted to it was the first time. That was like the first day me and Nate actually met. And I told John, I was like, I kind of want to know what it feels like. Then we got live on Twitch from the parking lot of the Royal Rumble. And my buddy Tommy generously donated to the chat. So I said I would take. We were supposed to chop someone else, but he bitched out.
Well, I'm about to say, let's run that story back a little bit.
He bitched out, so I not want to let my chat down. I was like, fuck it, I'll take 2. In the cold, which sucked ass. And then I matched John's chops when I went back to Texas for Comic Palooza for our subscriber count. And yeah,
So
I'm new,
I like that
sure.
you guys pay up on bets because J Bone still owes a tequila shoey now to Joel Bateman because of a bet that we lost. See, I just did it the old fashioned way with some beer. He done volunteered himself for a tequila one. So you do your thing, my guy. So
Well, I
at
mean, the
least
two
I
of
like to
them.
see that people hold their bets.
Well, I mean, the two of
That's-
us, me and Jax, we also did the world's
Oh,
hottest
yeah.
gummy bear, too.
The world's
Yeah,
hottest
and then
gummy
Bree,
bear.
I felt so
Yeah.
bad because what is Bree?
Why the
what
fuck
does
would a
Bree
gummy
do? She
bear
doesn't
need to be hot
put the
for?
gummy bear.
It was horrible.
She doesn't put the gummy bear in her mouth. She licks it, so she automatically messes up. So she was burning from the first go around. It was pretty rough. You ended up getting sick from that, right?
Well, no, I felt like I was going to get sick,
Gallon
but I
of
actually
chocolate
did
milk.
not get sick. I felt like it, though.
She jugged a gallon of
fuck that.
chocolate.
I gotta find something else to do for subscribers, but I can tell you right now, it's not gonna be chops and it's not gonna be shaving my fucking beard.
Well, what about Bean Boozled? Oh, I forgot to do that.
Oh, you still gotta do yours.
Yeah.
What, Jax?
I'll start doing tattoo ideas. I don't care. I'm already eeked up. Like we sell 50 breast cancer shirts. I'll go get self-met face tattooed on my ass.
See,
I don't
at least
fucking
the
know.
tattoo I ended up with was our logo, so it's all right. But I've got quite a few of those myself.
Oh, thank you, because now
Jax?
I'm thinking. Now I'm thinking.
Jax, Jax,
Oh,
I'm thinking.
Jax.
Like, I got a shoulder blade that would look nice on. We're right here,
Jax.
right now.
I've been talking for a while about getting the self-bet logo right here.
Dude, put it on your
I'm not even
elbow.
bullshit.
Put it on your elbow.
No, not on here. Fuck that.
Oh, come
Right
on.
here.
Come on. Stop being a bitch. Put them on your elbow.
Let me see your elbows again. Exactly, you pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the way around, sir. Inside the ditch. So don't
Run
get
that again.
Inside
No,
the
it's
ditch.
not. It's just like mine. It's missing right here.
Bullshit.
have
Mine's
one
right
right here.
out here. Okay, I got a Grim Reaper back there. So, yeah, I know how that feels too.
Honestly, dude, you know the ones that hurt the fucking worst for me?
Yep.
I still want to go with Frost, but I'm fucking trying to. Ooh.
This is why we're best
Collarbone sucks. There's not really anything you can do with that. Anywhere you move with that one.
Yeah, they fucking suck.
Yep,
But,
I'm there,
yeah,
man. I got my whole
it's
right arm sleeved. I've got them on my chest. I've got them on my back. So I get you. Damn, they're waiting up and putting them up.
Whoa, hold the fuck up. Jax, get your ass back in here. Do not move. Do not forget Tommy's comment. What up, Dad Hat? Jax, Tommy's comment.
Oh.
Bet you can't take it back. Jay, clip this right now.
Jay,
Yeah, I want this in
clip that
every
shit.
fucking intro. Oh, hey, Dad Hat.
Hello.
We're to sell for no other reason than that, than our little intern
kiss on
Tommy.
cheek.
If he, yeah, hey, yeah.
Kiss
Oh no,
on
we
cheek,
gotta do
Dad Hat.
Adam Cole. We're the Bucks.
What did I miss? Because I don't know what's going on.
I'm trying to get you to kiss me on my cheek. Thank you.
There you go. There we
Thank
go.
you.
He says he'll shake on. If we sell 50 breast cancer shirts, Tommy gets a boyfriend time tattoo.
If he,
Tommy,
if we,
you understand, dude.
Tommy, if we get 75, will you get boyfriend time and world championship wreckage tattooed on you?
Tommy, I don't think you understand. Like, I think we can do 50. I really think we can.
Yeah.
We've created a little bit of a. I think we can do it.
What up, Wheel?
Which we need to start thinking of ideas for that.
Nate?
Yeah.
I'm not eating nothing fucking spicy again.
No,
Is
I'm
that-
talking about coming up with shirt ideas, bro.
Is that September or
Oh.
October?
That's October.
We started in October till the end of October.
I got one. If we sell 25 shirts, I'll do a 24-hour stream on the Wolfpack channel.
Oh,
Non-stop,
I like
24 hours.
Okay.
I'll go if we can sell 25 shirts.
I like that. That's actually not a bad idea. The key to that is starting it at night, starting it at like 8 o'clock.
If we sell one shirt, I will take a nap.
No shit.
That's big for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big for you.
That is big.
I might have to.
Dad hat. What's going on over on World Championship Wreckage?
A lot actually. We had the debut of I'm so tired of forgetting the names of the damn shows on my own channel. Fantasy Warfare, which you graciously came on, and I appreciate that. That was a super fun episode between you and Hambone. Fantasy Booking Monday Night War Cards. We have a second episode dropping soon, which will be ECW versus GCW coming soon. Let's see what else is going on. Of course, Queen's Court with our tribal Queen Bree and Husky and MJ Duplessis. New episodes of Monday Night Madness with Ethan and On the Forklift Boys. And then we got some cool stuff happening Friday and Saturday. So I'm crazy busy with work right now because it's the last week before kids go back to school where my store is. And so, like, it's insanity. And Saturday is going to be even crazier. But Friday night, instead of doing a regular episode this week because I don't have time to prep for anything, we're going to do live WCW trivia on our YouTube channel. And then Saturday night, Jax, myself,
baby!
and Husky, the boys are back. The Wrecking Crew are going to have our first episode. It's going to be live, and we're going to be talking about honoring Terry Funk.
Yeah, baby.
Yes. Which, by the way, dude, thanks for calling me and getting me on the XLJ.
That will be, I'm sure, will be discussed.
On the XLJ Fantasy Warfare. What do you think about War Games match?
Dude, that was sick. That was sick.
I came up with a Fantasy War Games match, guys. Just hear me out. Just hear me out if you haven't watched it. NWO, Hall, Nash, Steiner, Bagwell, and Savage versus DX, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, HBK, Road Dogg, and X-Pac. Okay? The winner of the match doesn't happen. What happens is X-Pac is the final guy. Who's he gonna? What side is he gonna choose? Is he gonna choose the NWO or is he gonna choose DX? And at the end of it, he cranked. I don't remember who I said who he cranks. I think he said he cranks Bagwell with the chair, and then he turns around and cranks Road Dogg with the chair, and out of nowhere, the Clique form and beat up.
Turn on both sides.
The remaining NWO and the remaining DX.
So the Clique is the winner, technically.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, last one standing. So
I had a blast, and I also had a blast on trivia night with the Will Gray. So thank you for having me, Will. I know you're in the chat, and I really appreciate that. That was fun.
You barely beat me, sir.
I came in second. I podiumed, bitch.
It's okay.
I didn't even do that.
I would steamroll over both of y'all, so it's okay.
Shit, really?
Dude, they were asking some random ass questions. Like, I was expecting nothing but wrestling questions. When they start talking movies, and I was screwed.
You got what? You got to call? Is that a fucking challenge?
It sounded like
Well,
so.
Miss Allison, I know you're not feeling well tonight. Let's make this happen. That just challenged me. I feel insulted.
Hey, I threw down the challenge to take on Phil when he was running like 4 or 5 weeks straight.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the podium.
Well,
I know you're.
Since Dad Hat is here, let's go ahead and cover it, guys. Today, we received the sad news a couple hours ago that the wrestling world lost one of the greatest of all time, one of the legends of wrestling, one of the most craziest people I've ever seen in my fucking life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is sad to say that Terry Funk has passed away. This one sucks. This reminds me of Dusty. This reminds me of Savage. This one sucked.
So it's
Kyle, you're our guest. I want to go ahead and start with you. Thoughts on Terry Funk and just overall memories of Terry Funk?
Dude, Terry Funk is one of the greatest of all time for like multiple different reasons. You could ask 6 different people and they'd give you 6 different answers. But I mean, I've watched everything of Terry Funk, from the Terry Funk that faced Ric Flair in the I Quit match to Terry Funk in ECW to Chainsaw Charlie and everything in between. So Terry Funk, to me, without Terry Funk, man, I don't think you see all the stuff you see with like a GCW or all the deathmatch stuff and all that stuff. Not to say that there aren't other names, because I know there's Onita and you obviously Cactus Jack and then all the other names you can name from Japan. But I mean, if you really think about it, without Terry Funk, you don't have a lot of the stuff the NWA had going on. Without Terry Funk, you don't have ECW be able to do what it's supposed to do. Without Terry Funk, you may not have had, you know, what we saw at Hell in a Cell with Mankind. So, I mean, when you really stop and think about it, dude, him and all this, his brother and all the people that they helped train and all the stuff with that, dude, Terry Funk is a legend. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't think you can lay it any better than that. If he's not one of your greatest of all time, I don't know what to tell you.
Absolutely. Dad Hattie's right. I mean, there's so much shit that doesn't happen in the wrestling world without him. The empty arena match doesn't happen without Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Hardcore in general doesn't happen without Terry Funk. When he was the ring announcer and attacked Ric Flair and hit him with the pile driver on the table and didn't break.
Yep.
One of the scariest moments to happen in WCW at that time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that didn't happen. Like, I mean, table spots were not, I would say, few and far between, but I mean, they weren't an every show occurrence or an every, like, they were just, you know, they were used like as a specialty because it was a big thing and it was violent. But yeah, I agree with Kyle. And by the way, Kyle, thank you for being on, and also lovely big gold behind you.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I got that. There's Rey Mysterio mask up there. The turnbuckle pad is signed by Bruce Pritchard because we got to interview him, so it was cool. I got that along the way. There's all kinds of stuff. Chris Cale jersey.
I say there's my big gold. That's my. They all know it's my favorite belt. But
almost had a big gold today.
Should have bought it. Should have got it.
But it was a trade.
But yeah, Terry Funk.
I believe that is my.
Oh, go ahead.
Really quick. I'm sorry. I believe that is my daughter in the chat under Lady Beth's name because she just spelled out her name, Cassidy.
Hi,
I'm so
Cassidy.
proud of you. You can spell.
You can do better than
Jack.
Jack.
And already spelling your name.
Thank you, Dad. Fuck you, Jax. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're cool. I mean, Terry Funk, I agree with Kyle. Like, I mean, he did a lot. Here's the thing. He did everything. He did straight up matches. He did classic storylines. He did the extreme stuff. I mean, Husky just covered it in retrospective, and I mean, he won the freaking ECW title in the first pay-per-view. I mean, that says something. I mean, he put a stamp on a group of misfits, and I mean, you could really easily make the argument of that doesn't happen. Does ECW stay in business for the length of time that it did? Because Terry Funk put his seal of approval on it. I mean, to Chainsaw Charlie, I mean, one of my favorite Mania matches ever is the Chainsaw Charlie Cactus Jack tag team match against the Outlaws, the dumpster match. It's at 14. Yeah, 14. Great match. I agree. It's like a Dusty.
I can't think of a promotion that Terry Funk wasn't in.
Terry Funk was a generational talent. The Funk family will I know we hear a lot about Von Erichs and we hear about a lot about the Flayers because of Charlotte, but the Funk family in general, this kind of like hits below the belt, man, because Terry Funk's what got me into hardcore, watching FMW like on YouTube and like watching shit blow up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got to get more of this. And then like him and Cactus Jack, everywhere they went, from Japan to the United States, they they gave it everything. To Chainsaw Charlie slinging gasoline everywhere his first time coming out, which was great. But
he came out of a box. He's over.
Yeah, that's how you're over. But I mean, this one kind of sucks because like I really like hardcore wrestling and he was a legend, and I hope that his name lives on generational.
I feel like that name's gotten forgotten a lot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bree. I don't know how much old school wrestling you've watched, but how much Terry Funk have you watched?
I have not watched a Terry Funk match.
What?
I just know.
Good.
Not
the
one?
chicken.
Well, I guess the chickens had their way then.
The only thing,
No.
hey, don't take me off of here. The only thing I've seen was the raw chicken.
The raw chicken.
the
No,
fuck?
they.
I know.
We could give you a good list of.
I have a long list of homework because I told Husky and Mike I never watched a Shawn Michaels match before, and so I have that homework.
She runs away after making that statement. She runs away.
No, hey, dude, she's. But the thing is that's what makes being a wrestling fan great because we can name off so many good ones that'll get you hooked so fast.
Yeah, like these Monday Night Raws that I'm watching are the first time I'm watching them.
That's awesome. That's why I'm glad the network existed, and now it's on Peacock. And God only knows where it's going now, but it's there.
I like the WWE network better, just for the record.
Yep.
Oh, dude, the WWE network was Picasso. They didn't need to fuck with it one bit. They could have just let it be its own thing. Jax, Kyle, you might want to close your ears.
Oh,
you see who's back?
Shit!
What?
Kyle, I don't want to spoil for this, so you might want to take your earphones out.
Dude, it's all good. I've got it playing in the background.
Coming to Wembley Stadium against the House of Black.
What?
I don't give a shit. Against the House of Black. It's all in. It is the Acclaim. Not with fucking daddy ass, but with the badass Billy Gunn.
I like it. That's dope.
Oh.
He got his fucking name back.
Dude, can I just say that guy is fucking huge? Like, I've met him a couple times, took a picture with him, and dude, the guy's fucking monster size.
I said Bruce Pritchard says it on every time he brings him up on the podcast. It's the same size as Hulk Hogan.
Dude, he's fucking huge. And he's cool as hell, too.
Well, Dad Hat. I know it's short notice, but do you want to do your joke of the week and then the pick'ems, or the pick'ems and then your joke of the week?
Pick'ems then joke. Because I don't have a joke. Are we really doing pick'ems for this pay-per-view? How many? There's what? 3 matches announced?
I've actually got it pulled
Oh,
up.
they're running down.
No. I got it over here. So you got 1, 2, 3. Come on.
You just
4,
know, I
4,
mean,
5.
I hate AEW.
You got like 6 or 7.
Because, like, literally what's going to happen is we're going to do these.
Oh, shit. They got more than that.
And we're going to do these predictions. And then Saturday, 18 other matches are going to get announced. And I'm going to be at work. And it's going to mess up the predictions. So I'm just like.
See, I feel that with UFC fights, but.
Can we just enjoy AEW without doing pick'ems?
Say,
wait, listen, and we'll
Hey.
keep up with because. No offense, we know WWE's not going to announce 30 different matches the night of.
my
Why?
thing.
Are you scared of losing
I
a spot on the podium?
I don't really give a shit if I lose a podium or not.
I'm trying to avenge myself, man.
I know. John wants you,
You
off
have
that podium.
payback coming up in a fucking like 2 weeks.
I say don't count
Actually, I think
it just
the week.
because.
No,
just
because it's on my birthday.
Thank you, Dad Hat.
I mean, well, if
Hey.
you guys aren't talking about doing picks, I mean, I want to know what you guys think about this too. So we were talking about this before we went on the air. I'm getting ready to head down there for All Out. I'll be down there for Starcast and a few other things down there. But what do you guys think about the fact that we have All In, which is obviously getting touted as one of the biggest shows in wrestling history, but then they've got All Out just a week later. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Because I feel like it kind of took some of its thunder, but at the same time, I get trying to stick to your own schedule, but it's crazy that it's that close because we don't even know what the matches are going to be for All Out yet.
There needs to be some major giant things that happen at Wembley to then spur on to All Out. But then that kind of sucks because you have to you literally have to top one thing after another if you're going to use that as a springboard to the one the following weekend. I think it's dumb. I think they're shooting themselves in the foot.
I think the more I think about it, because last year All Out was Sunday and Clash of the Castle was Saturday. This year All Out is Sunday, Payback is Saturday. I think that's the reason they're doing Wembley is they're just taking the L for All Out. Personally.
What's up?
I think we'll get more collision matches on All Out than Dynamite matches. So we won't see BCCs. I just don't. I think we'll obviously see Punk. We'll probably see Punk defend against somebody.
It'll be the B show of the two.
His bullshit title. And I think they're just taking the L because and it sucks because last year that was a great weekend. You had Clash of the Castle, you had freaking All Out, something else happened, I think. It was a great fucking weekend of wrestling. So maybe they'll come out with something for All Out.
Okay, I'll say that if we do predictions, I'll throw this out there. We do predictions for the matches that are already announced. If something gets announced before Saturday, fine. We can discuss it in the group chat and I can add it in. But if it's something that is announced Saturday, sorry, it's off the table. We don't do pick'ems.
It don't count. And I'm fine with keeping the card. I'm fine if we do pick'ems. Keep the card as we have it at this moment.
Yeah, because Saturday I will not.
If they add one match, Friday, we're good. And honestly, I don't picture after tonight. I don't think they're going to add anything else. Nobody watched fucking Rampage, okay?
I just know Tony Khan on Saturday it'll be like boom, boom, boom. That or something else will happen to somebody outside of the ring and they have to change the entire card. So
after Aussie Opens loses tonight, is it Adam Cole, MJF versus the Hardys? Hikaru Shida, Darby Allin beating Samoa Joe. The Hardys don't have a match for Wembley.
Can Jeff Hardy travel to Wembley?
That's a good question.
That I don't know.
Yeah, I would say wait. Let's do your wait. Is Aussie Open on the card? Is the Ring of Honor tag team?
Yeah, they're fighting. They're fighting MJF and Adam Cole on the 0 hour.
And then they have the main event.
Do we count 0 hour?
We can.
I don't know enough about the card to care. If I lose my podium, I lose my podium. Like that match right there, that's going to the Golden Elite.
Well, let me hold on. I'm gonna have to pull up my spreadsheet because I'm gonna have to type all this shit out.
Darby Allin and Nick Wayne look like they're going to a rave.
Yeah. See, that card's not right already though, because they just kicked Fox out of the fucking group tonight. So I think Brian Cage is taking his spot.
That's
Yeah,
dirty,
no,
man.
no, it's Christian Cage and Swerve versus Darby and Sting.
Oh, okay.
Because that storytelling comes out of nowhere.
I was gonna say, man, I like AR Fox, bro.
Yeah.
I like AR
AEW
Fox, man.
storytelling
We've been
sucks.
I can't argue that, but I've always been a fan of AR Fox since the Evolve days, dude. I actually just saw him in Chicago when I was there for the debut for Collision. And dude, like I said, to see that guy up there, I was like, man, don't tell me they fucking put him out like that, damn it.
Wait,
Yeah.
do we not have Nate on here to do pick'ems?
Yeah, see, without Nate, it's a no-go for pick. I think I should sit here for an extra week. It's one extra week, guys.
I need this to reclaim my spot.
You guys, you know how it goes. We got to put it to a vote.
You know how I feel about AEW at this moment in time.
This is a democracy.
It's
We
going to
put
be a
everything to a
deadlock,
vote.
so we still need Nate.
I know.
I'm the tribal
Dog.
queen. I overrule.
I'm on the podium.
I have a belt.
I got 4.
Hey, actually, if we need, we can use little intern Tommy's vote.
He might be asleep again.
Yeah, he
No,
hasn't
yeah,
been
because
for a while.
That's up to y'all. If y'all
What do you
want to
wanna
truthfully, if y'all want to pick them, I'll pick them. If y'all don't, y'all don't. I haven't been keeping up with enough of it. And I'm like Dad had. I'm so nervous they're going to change and flip shit around on us.
I feel like
It
it's
is
every
just-
pay-per-view, every event. Like,
Yeah, it's hard for them to nail down a solid thing like going into it. And 0 Hour, we know they're about to add 15 matches to 0 Hour, which is a ripoff of Ring of Honor, by the way. Just because you own Ring of Honor doesn't mean you can rip off their shit.
I mean, it's their company.
Yeah, good point.
It's their company. So fuck.
okay, all right. I'm gonna throw out a big statement. Here. I might get hate for it, and I'm okay. AEW Ring of Honor is WWECW. Sorry,
Ring of Honor, as much of a fan of it,
it's got more talent than what WWECW was, but
yes.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I wish we saw more out of what I've said this for a long time. I wish they would just make Ring of Honor, put Ring of Honor in Rampage's spot personally, because anyone that knows our show at all, Knockouts and 3 Counts, knows that we fucked with Ring of Honor for a long time. Like, we had PCO on when he was still the champ with them. We've had Shane Taylor's been on there. I don't know how many times. Matter of fact, he was just on before they had this whole thing with Swerve. My point to saying that is, it's like, I've said it for a long time. What they had in Ring of Honor before AEW got it, obviously Ring of Honor was great to anybody who's a diehard. As far as what they've been doing in AEW, I just feel like if they would put Ring of Honor there, and even if they still kept the hour-long time slot, I just feel like Ring of Honor could do a lot better than what we get sometimes out of the Rampage stuff. And it's not even to say there's anything wrong with Rampage. I just think, to your point, I feel like Ring of Honor, there's so much more that we could talk about. I mean, look at what we're seeing on Collision already with CM Punk and Samoa Joe, and we're going to see it all in. I mean, you're telling me that wouldn't have been sweet if we could have had that and then they followed it up on a Ring of Honor show on a Friday, you know what I mean? Or before they linked up on Saturday. I just, little things like that would be my only thing with it. But I still am a big fan of Ring of Honor, though.
well, I mean, I'm the big WCW guy. I mean, back in the day, it was you had WCW Saturday Night. And yeah, a lot of time. I mean, most of it was pre-taped and everything. But they would do things before their Sunday pay-per-view, like they would tape it and record it, but that would air the night before the actual pay-per-view, and it helped the storyline. Like that last little tease to get you to buy the pay-per-view.
I mean, I think at this point, everybody's going to want to see All In regardless of how it goes, being how big a show it is. I think regardless of who's in the main event, what's going on with all that, I think everybody's more anxious to see the spectacle of it, because even if the show isn't, knock it out of the park for them, which, I mean, I'd still believe with the matches they got there, it's going to be a great show. But, I mean, that crowd in England is going to make that show 20 times better just because of how fucking loud and rowdy they're about to be.
Yeah.
So
I don't think that the card, what's been announced, holds up for as big of an event as they're doing. Like,
no, it doesn't. But that's the thing. I guarantee that's why Tony Khan chose Wembley Stadium, because he knew that he could book a 30,000 seat show and get 90,000 because of the crowd. The crowd overseas, especially in Europe, is fucking insane. Fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just saying, if you were going to do that,
there's just no build outside of MJF and Adam Cole. There's no fucking story. Because I'm sorry, the John Mox, the BCC versus Kingston, and all that. The stories. It's not a story. It's just matches. There's just nothing there.
the only match I'm even really care about is the Joe Punk match. Like that's just because of the history. Like that's, which again, there's your story. Give me a story.
MJF and Cole's got a story though.
Okay, that too. Okay, those are the two.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Silverback is here in the chat. Are we gonna?
But expect more surprises from Tony Khan. I mean, he did that video where they announced the whole like new thing for AEW Fight Forever through social media today, and he's like, "We've got more surprises coming leading up to Wembley this week," and I'm like, "What now?"
So I think they just want to stack it as hard as they can, dude.
Yeah, we're at a crossroads, Silverback. We have a predicament. We have two hosts that don't want to do pick'ems because AEW tends to change shit all the fucking time. We have two hosts that are looking for redemption that want to do the pick'ems. You, as the fifth member of the Wolfpac, you get a vote. So it's you are the deciding vote. Do we do pick'ems for All In or do we not? We wait patiently for your answer.
Why are we getting a diamond cutter from Jax?
Oh,
I don't know.
United Empire beat the Hardys. It's hard watching Jeff Hardy wrestle. I'm sorry. It's fucking hard watching wrestle.
Yeah.
It's just.
Wait, you're already at the end of that match?
Yeah.
Oh, then dang, you're really ahead of me. For
Sorry.
once.
I'm behind all of you guys because I didn't start
I'm
until
not
later,
watching.
so you're right.
I'm not streaming. I'm satellite right now. Aussie Open's dope as shit.
Doug, I agree.
No argument. Yeah, man.
I just can't watch it anymore, dude.
I have never been. I loved Broken Matt Hardy. I thought that was great, that whole stuff. But like, I've just never been a big Hardy Boys fan. Like, I liked Edge and Christian, and I loved the Dudleys. To me, the Hardys were just there.
I
like
can't
the
say
Hardys.
I like the Hardys.
I just can't vouch. I can't fuck with Jeff Hardy no more, dude. Like, I just can't. I mean, I pray he gets. You know, he stays clean, stays sober, and all that. But I personally feel like he does this shit to himself by doing stupid matches and stupid stunts at his age. And like, I don't want to contribute by cheering or watching or anything like that. That's just a me thing. Everybody else is free to do what they want, but that's just a me thing.
I don't know. I just never got, even when Jeff was a singles, then everybody was so behind Jeff. I just never got it. He was never my thing.
I mean, I was a big TLC guy. I liked all three of the teams. I mean, I've not met Jeff before, but I've met Matt on a couple different occasions. Dude couldn't have been a more cool dude. And like I said, growing up right in the thick of that. I can't say I like them both. I think obviously the Hardys that we get now in 2023 aren't the same thing, but I mean they're also not the same young Hardys that they were back then. So I don't know, man. I still didn't get the pairing with Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy in that Texas Chainsaw Massacre match, but I mean, if it's tag stuff,
Nobody did.
And look
I
at
told
this.
you, it's the build to Jeff Jarrett winning the AEW title.
Bullshit.
I don't think that's.
I can't wait for you to get in like later years of Raw, and you get to experience JEFF JARRETT Jeff Jarrett.
Ain't he great?
Ain't he great?
But yeah, man. Like I said, it was what it was. I think. I mean, especially with all these rumors that are going around with Edge, it would be gnarly to see Edge and Christian and the Hardys in the same fucking company in 2023.
I mean, you have my attention there. Yeah.
I'd watch that shit, so I'm just saying. Yeah.
I mean, I'm intrigued by why they've got them in 0 hour and then the main event. Like, I'm intrigued, like, okay, what's the build here? Like, what are we doing? They're going to have them win these tag titles, and then the other one, like, Adam Cole defeat MJF, but they still have to be a team. Like,
yeah, it's going to be – it makes me want to watch. I'm not going to lie. Hi, Sweet Dollface! Guys, ladies and gentlemen, the creator of shirts, the GOAT when it comes to designing, Sweet Dollface, is in the chat. Guys, go get a new Boyfriend Time t-shirt. Yes, I am going to plug it because it is fucking glorious. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Bree, how awesome is that shirt?
I love y'all. It's creepy.
It was pretty awesome.
It's like I showed Lynn, my wife, and I'm pretty sure her thought was, why does John look like the Unabomber?
Because, dude, I wanted to make the shirt as uncomfortable as fuck, and it worked. It's glorious.
I'm just glad you went with the name Boyfriend Time.
Dude, I tried to fight it. And Holly, Lady Bet, taught me.
Y'all's intro video was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was thanks to Will. Shout out to Will Gray for doing that for us. We're gonna add to it, guys. If you buy a Boyfriend Time shirt, take a picture, and we will add it to the intro. I'm interested to see what happens at All In with MJF, Adam Cole. Really interested.
Okay, that's over.
No, I never met the Hardys, but I did meet the Dudleys, and at the time they were the TNA Tag Team title holders, and Devon took a picture with me, and he put the title over my shoulder. Dope as fuck. It was the actual TNA Tag title, the one that I've been trying to get, Jax.
Dude, Devon is cool people. I actually just got to interview him at Astronomicon, and he couldn't have been more of a cool dude. That guy is funny as shit too.
What?
Speaking of which, I got to ask y'all some questions. Jax, we're going to go ahead and ask some questions, okay? Jax.
Okay, I'm here.
How you feeling there, buddy?
Hypothetical, what would you pay for a TNA Tag Team title?
Will they pay me to have it?
Wait, who's it made by?
It's just it's made overseas.
Depending on condition, made overseas, those belts usually go anywhere from $1 to $190. If I'm buying it at retail in the store, no more than $250.
Okay, $250. Dad hat?
$175.
Kyle.
I'd say $250 sounds all right.
Bree.
I would maybe go up just because, I mean, technically, yes, Impact Wrestling is what TNA was, but I mean, it is
right, but it's not.
It's not that anymore. So I mean, it's not like you're going to find it on the regular. So maybe I would go up to 200.
Maybe I'll just say 200. Why not?
200. Okay, yeah, not the one I'm fucking chasing at this store. He wants fucking $1,300 for that bitch.
If you buy that,
yeah,
I might disown you.
Yeah.
I would disown.
Hypothetical. Ringside Exclusive has a Usos box set of exclusive two figures. Jimmy and Jey Uso comes in one box, split down the middle. Jay's face, Jimmy's face, bloodline on the side. $74.99. Would you pay $100 if it was at the store, so you didn't have to pay for shipping and stuff?
No.
$120 at the max.
Or would you pay the shipping?
I agree with
I'd
that.
probably pay the shipping just because I'd want my own. But if I bought it retail, so I didn't have to wait and it was in my hand, max 120.
I found one.
Okay. At the store where I was going to, he wants $300.
Is this the store that you took Jax to?
Yeah. I ripped the guy off though. I got a TNA
Dang.
X-Division belt for $80.
I found what I'm buying Jax for Christmas though. It's a toaster.
I will eat toast out of that every morning.
Jax loves him some toast.
I love me some fucking toast.
Jax loves him some fucking bread.
I mean, I just
I
gotta
was
say,
sitting here
though,
just eat random bread.
There's nothing wrong with toast, bro.
like, speaking of that $1,300 belt, they had at the Superstore, they had belts for like $500, cheaper than that $1,300 belt.
Yeah.
I know.
I've thought about getting other belts, man, but I think I'm going to end up sticking with I've only got the one, plus that one's all signed up and shit, so I'm probably not going to take that off the wall again. Unless I end up in another situation to see Flair again, then I'll let him sign the other strap, because my dumbass forgot the belt when I went and had met him. Was it Mania 35, I think? Something like that. And I didn't bring the belt with me. So other than that, I think I'm good on the replica belts.
Oh, mine was a super cheap one, but I knew it was probably the only way I was going to be able to convince my wife to let me get one. It's super cheap.
I wanted it. I bought it, but like I said, unless I was going to just start buying them to like put them on the wall or something like that, like I don't think I need any more of them at this point. I've got that one all signed up. Like Austin signed the one, whatever the fuck, the one part of the strap, and I was going to leave the other one for Flair, but like I said, I managed to fuck that one up. But
I have two belts. Neither of them are signed. I have the Smoking Skull and I have a custom Bray Wyatt belt. Not the Fiend face. It's a custom Bray Wyatt belt, which I'm still gonna fucking get signed. One day I will get that shit signed.
Well,
But I am trying to get some feelers out there for a belt trade for a mask, because I have a signed Penta mask. I'm just not a mask guy.
I saw you post that.
Yeah.
I'm just not a mask guy. I'm just not.
I mean, I have one belt, but I lost it to Jeremiah Goldmain. I have to give it to him.
Well, he's got to come take it from you.
No,
I'm an impulse buyer.
I told him whenever I go to another show that he's at, I have to give it to him. Because he's usually re-announcing.
Turn full heel and hit him with it.
Huh?
Turn full heel and just hit him with it. Tell him he ain't getting shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably could talk to him about it.
Or you give him a different one, and then you're like, I still have the real one.
Well, no, this belongs to this technically belongs to Ethan and the guys, so I don't really want to do that.
B-Roll and XLJ are going to StarCast, and they're going to meet Sting, and that's like, y'all, if y'all love me in any way, shape, or form, all I ask is give him to sign something for me. That's all I ask. I only care about that. He's the only person I would ever care about having an autograph is Sting.
I'm meeting Cody Rhodes Friday.
Oh, it's Friday?
Until he no-shows you like Trish did.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even play, dude.
He's going to say his dog is sick.
Oh my God, you guys got one of those too? Because one of our original four, Devin, has this fucking hatred for Trish Stratus because he's.
Oh
he
no,
tells
John
the story.
loves.
I fucking
he's
love
in
her.
love
This
with
is
her.
the greatest fucking thing walking. What up, Coach Ron? We miss you,
I love
buddy.
Coach Ron.
Yeah, Devin hates her for some reason because when he was a kid, Devin's also a 6'3" fucking big ass dude at this point, and he was a big kid too. So he's like, she didn't want me to give her a hug. So after that, he's always been like, fuck Trish Stratus, even though we just saw her at Astronomicon.
Oh yeah, her kid got sick. She had to bail, but I'm gonna meet her in October. It's okay. It's okay.
Until she cancels again.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, I mean, she had to get through weather when Astronomicon came.
Well, yeah, because it was during winter, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. But I'm gonna give him a self-bet shirt, and I'm gonna give him a note from all four of us.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna list our TikTok names on the paper.
Bullshit.
Have Holly
Bullshit.
record this.
Are you?
It is bullshit.
Can't record it, but I have a plan. I have
Okay.
a plan. I can't record video, but I can record audio.
Until all you hear is it's gonna be like the Peanuts.
Or I rip ass. Or I fucking I keep my phone in my back pocket and I rip ass or something to ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
We started a show called Fart Jokes Are Funny, Jax.
Yes, they are. I like fart jokes. Good old shit jokes.
But yeah, no. And
Well,
honestly,
as a guy who's got Crohn's, I probably could tell you a few.
Thank you, Silverback. Yes, she will cancel again.
She's not canceling again. Positive vibe, guys. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Oh, so Cody's Friday, and then Io Sky is Saturday. Nakamura and Raquel Rodriguez, I think, is Sunday. I wouldn't mind getting Nakamura's autograph either.
No. I mean, I can send you Kevin and Sammy's.
Maid service.
Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Sorry, guys.
What'd she bring you? A pillow? Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Don't mute yourself. I'd never mute myself when my mom comes in my room.
Yeah, we always say hi, Mama Jax.
I was making sure. I was making sure this was fresh and ready for Cody.
Oh.
Delivery. Laundry delivery. So, guys, if we're not gonna do pick'ems for All In, are we gonna at least talk about the matches?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
All right, fine. We will just talk about the matches. Jay, what is the first match for All In? He's staring.
There we go.
Okay, this match just got changed from AR Fox being Swerve's partner to Christian Cage being Swerve's partner. So now it is Darby Allin Sting versus Swerve and Christian Cage in a coffin match.
Oh. Excuse me.
Swing and a miss. Dad hat?
I mean, you know who I'm gonna pick. I mean, it's Sting. I'm gonna pick Sting. Sting could be going up against MJF for the world title. I'm gonna pick Sting.
The story has no build.
Nope.
This match just got changed.
Yep. It's a coffin match. It's gonna be them. It's gonna be. They do like with coffin matches. I feel like they do the opposite of what WWE does. They let the person like Undertaker didn't win a lot of coffin matches, so they're letting Darby win a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly. It's just blah. Bree?
I mean, like you guys said, I haven't really been watching AEW, but I mean, like you guys said, there's no story really. So
Exactly, Nate. Exactly.
It's Sting. Yeah, but what?
I think. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, but Justin, but if it was Sting versus Jeff Jarrett, who would you choose?
Sting.
Oh,
That's a no-brainer.
I love Jeff Jarrett though.
I mean, I can get down with Jeff Jarrett, but Sting is Sting. But as far as as far as that match, man, I mean, I totally get what you guys are saying with it. I kind of feel like now that they got Christian in it, it kind of could lead to some dissension from him and Luchasaurus, maybe, or some kind of shit like that. Because otherwise, it don't make any sense, especially with the way they've been doing with the TNT title thing. I kind of feel like that's all going to tie into it somehow.
Yeah, it's the AEW's biggest problem is it doesn't draw you in with stories. It's a really, really expensive PWG show for me. It's a really expensive, really produced PWG show.
And there's not even like, I gotta have some story. I'm sorry if if people call me out and say, "All right, you're just a WWE mark." No, I've been to more AEW shows than WWE shows live. I enjoy seeing them live. I enjoy I need story. I need stuff to make sense. Like,
I mean, I agree with that too, because the story. I mean, here's the thing. That's, I think, what everybody's complaint is, and I mean, it's sad to say it because I mean, if you remember when AEW first came out, like I said, I'm going to All Out, so I'm not saying this is a hater of AEW by any means, but you know, their big thing when they came out was they wanted to be different from everybody else. But I think what we're seeing now and why you're starting to see more sprinkles of the storytelling is I think after hitting that 5-year mark, I feel like they're seeing what is putting WWE where WWE's at, and that's the fact that they've got a story that's literally played out as long as it has, and then in the back burner you've got Judgment Day and all these things. So while I think AEW is still trying to do what they can to be different as far as the wrestling side, I just think that they're starting to realize if they don't do some more to build this stuff up, they're going to have to change it.
Our buddy the Will Gray, he does something I love. He does on botch spots and share shots, and it's what are you pissed off for greatness for this week? And he did something on Twitter, and he's like, "What are you?" And so I commented, and I was like, this is not AEW or WWE related. That not every person that is prominently featured on television has a storyline. I think it's just finally really hit me that like if someone's like, why do you love the Attitude Era and like that time frame for WCW as well is everybody on camera had a storyline. You knew everybody was doing something, and I love y'all. I'm going to mute myself because my wife is wonderful and she just brought me donuts.
Oh, nice.
I love donuts.
You know, it's funny you bring that up. We were just talking about that on our show last night with Esteban Rodriguez, who's getting ready to fight for Bare Knuckle FC. He said he wants to get through the weigh-ins. He said he wants him a dozen donuts afterwards. So we were going over what were the donuts to get. I told him, I said, you got to do like Winky Wright. Get you a dozen of the Krispy Kremes, you'll be all right.
So I don't know if this is everywhere. I love Krispy Kreme.
Shipley's, bro.
These, we have found that we love these. If they're fresh, Walmart Bakery, the sugar donuts. They gotta be fresh.
I've heard about those.
They are delicious.
Can't say I've tried a Walmart donut.
Surprisingly underrated. If they're fresh.
I mean, I've tried a Kroger donut.
What's a Kroger?
What?
What's a Kroger?
What?
What's a Kroger?
What the fuck?
Fucking grocery store, bro.
I don't have those here.
Even Husky knows what Kroger is, and he's in Jordan.
We don't have them in San Antonio. But in Houston, they're all over the fuck place. Like HEB has pretty much a lockdown in San Antonio.
I'm joking. I've heard of them. I don't know. I mean, they don't have them. We got Harris Teeter. We got Bilo. We got Food Lion. We got Publix. What? Hold on.
Publix are dope.
Now my wife's yelling at me. What? All right,
yeah.
Bilo doesn't exist anymore. I'm gonna eat my donuts. Shut up.
Yeah, and that's the same thing with us, Tommy. We have Kroger delivery, but we don't have Kroger like stores. HEB runs San Antonio. It's a thing. If you ever come to Texas, you'll understand. Jackson.
I mean, I've got Aldi, Kroger, Meijer, Walmart, Target. I mean, once you get down like past Port Huron, like towards Detroit, you get more stuff. But up here,
yeah, I'm telling you, if you shop,
Kroger's everywhere where I'm at.
Yeah, Like there's like
grocery
2 in
shop at
town.
fucking, if you grocery shop at fucking Target, you got like white people credit. Like you got like an 850 credit score. Every fucking grocery shopping at Target is fucking expensive as
Not
fuck.
all the time.
Hello. Actually, we do that at Walmart. So no, Harris Teeter is expensive. Harris Teeter is like going to Disney every month.
What the hell is a Harris Teeter?
You don't
What'd
know
you
what a
call
Harris
it?
Teeter is?
Never heard of it.
It sounds like something I'm gonna find out about on fucking Naughty Side. What the
Is
hell
that
is
not?
that?
Is
Urban
Harris
Dictionary shit.
Is Harris Teeter not a national thing? Clearly not. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week grocery store.
Oh, speaking of that, there's a Buc-ee's finally coming close to Michigan and Ohio.
How close?
Good.
I think 4 hours. Well, from where I'm at, 4 hours.
It's worth it. It's worth it to experience.
Yeah.
Look, I don't
I'm
go to
going
Buc-ee's.
with it.
I'm not driving no 4 hours for some fucking food. That ain't about to happen.
I drive past 2 on my way home and here. Drive past 2.
Ugh.
You do it a couple times. After a while, the crowd becomes fucking annoying for me.
Yeah.
John,
But
do you know what a Winn-Dixie is?
I do know what a Winn-Dixie is.
Okay.
I've heard of it, but I don't know it.
I know what Piggly Wiggly is too.
I do.
I was in my first one of those like 2 years ago. Yeah, my wife knows exactly what I'm talking about. My wife says hi, by the way, to everybody.
Hey.
You know, you talk about stories and stuff like this and All In, man. One of the matches that, even though it doesn't necessarily have quite the story that I think is going to just be fucking money, is got to be Jericho and Ospreay. I feel like, especially with what they're trying to do with the stuff on Dynamite and all that stuff too. I mean, I feel like there's no way that match isn't going to be a banger.
Well, that being said, Jax, you have a Twisted Tea take about said Chris Jericho Will Ospreay match. The screen is all yours, buddy.
Listen, there's certain things in this world that I believe in. And when it comes to concerts at Wembley Stadium, they are sacred. They are a sacred, and I understand it's one of their biggest shows in their history. It's over in London. I understand all this blah, blah, blah. But Jericho playing himself to the ring is a cop-out for Fozzy to say, hey, we played Wembley Stadium. Suck my asshole. He's going to be blown up before he makes it to the ring, the old fuck.
I ain't mad at you. Do what you got to do, Pep.
Yeah. It is such. I don't know if it was we were talking about it in our group chat or Will and I were talking about it. It has such Hogan ego vibe.
Dude, that's been Chris Jericho as well.
I think it'll be. Look, man, with that crowd though, here's part of why I say this. So I was at the show when they had the exploding barbed wire death match that didn't go boom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so
I
sorry.
was, yeah, I'm not complaining because I was there on comp tickets, so I'm not mad at it. It was still a good time, and I ended up with a tattoo out of it. Shout out to Lindsay Snow. But with that being said, I don't know, man. With seeing the way that people, even the small amount of people that were there for something like that, went with his song and all that stuff. I mean, you can say that as far as him doing that to, say they played Wembley, but I mean, dude, that entrance, if it goes how I think it's going to go, it's probably going to be badass just because think about that. It's one thing to be in the arena when 10,000 people are singing along to that shit. You're about to have 80,000 motherfuckers about to be doing that shit. It's going to be sweet.
I know it's it's
Listen.
going to be entertaining. I just think it's a cop out. So now Chris Jericho is going to go around going, "We played a sold out Wembley.
I can
We
see
played a
that.
sold out Wembley." All right, no, you didn't fucking sell Wembley out though. I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
No, look. The only way
I don't
this
think he'd
is
make
a
that claim though.
success-
That's a stretch.
The only way I think this is a success, and I am not bullshitting, okay? Just hear me out. The only way this entrance is a success is if Chris Jericho lip syncs. I have seen Fozzy live. It is no good. It's no good.
Damn, hot take.
Well, you know what's going to happen, right? He's going to like start it, and then he's just going to hold the microphone as he walks. Like,
he's not Paul Stanley from Kiss, and I'm an avid Kiss fan. He's not Sebastian fucking Bach. He tries.
He sounds more like Vince Neil from Motley Crue.
Yeah,
sounds more like Vince Neil.
That's a good way to put it.
He's not the David Lee Roth. It's just not. It's not. They're not good. I'm sorry. It's not even Steel Panther. Exactly. And a wise man told me earlier today, he'll probably be blown up by the time he gets in the ring with Ospreay. And Ospreay is going to fucking run circles around him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if that makes me a hater, I'm sorry. Silverback, Fozzy sucks live. If you're going to do the entrance right and you want it to be something to remember, lip sync that shit and let the crowd handle it.
Jericho.
I wouldn't even lip sync it. Just let him play the music.
Jericho's AEW run has made me not a Jericho fan, which I don't like that because, like,
wow,
I loved Jericho in WCW. I loved him when he arrived in the World Wrestling Federation. I loved what he did with New Japan because I thought it was cool. It's Hogan's. It doesn't work for me, brother. Every time he's on screen, I'm like, did you write this segment yourself? You probably did.
Yeah, Chris Jericho should not have been the first AEW World Champion.
No.
If I was going to run it back, I guess you could say hindsight's 2020. Cody Rhodes should have been that first champion. I don't care how corny it made it look. Cody Rhodes should have been that first champion.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been that Hangman. It shouldn't have been like.
I feel like they did that though to build that, give it some kind of credibility though, especially with them being that young into a company. I mean, because like you said, you and I both know, especially with how Cody was perceived at that time, if they'd have put that belt on fucking Cody, dude, fans would have shit all over that.
I would have let him shit over it because at least it's not a former WWE guy being your very first champion.
I mean, but is it really a bad thing that a former WWE
Cody? It is if you go Cody, but Hangman, perfect example, Hangman, because it was Jericho versus Hangman.
So here's the thing, though. You go Hangman, but I mean, I like AEW, and I knew who he was from Ring of Honor, but the same thing we talk about on our show with some of the stuff with how I was such a big fan of the old black and gold NXT. You got to remember that even though Hangman is a big star now in AEW, especially at that time when they were trying to come up with their first world champion, a lot of mainstream fans didn't know who the hell Hangman Page was until AEW came out because not everybody was able to watch Ring of Honor. I mean, look at what we were already just talking about earlier with it still being on Honor Club and all that kind of stuff as we speak. So I feel like if Hangman would have been the person to win that first title, I don't know that it would have had the same effect that it had to have for them, only because, like I was saying, with him not being on the big TV enough, I don't know that enough of mainstream would have did that. Now, on the flip side, you give the title to a guy like Jericho, like he just said, everybody knows Jericho. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that them building up the pillars of their company is a bad idea either, but given the time period and when it happened, I feel like AEW didn't have enough stars that weren't enough guys that were big enough stars that weren't ex-WWE guys to put that belt on at the time.
I know it was meant to be a surprise. I mean, for me, I wish there was a way, like how John said, if we could go back. To me, I mean, the surprise was awesome. But to me, the main world champion they've had that has done anything with it has been Moxley.
No argument there.
Oh, and I know it's kind of a cop out, but I can separate Jon Moxley and Dean Ambrose easily.
Oh yeah,
I have no problem doing it. I can't separate Chris Jericho. as far as, yeah, I get the idea of he's a known name, but that can be easily fixed with promotion, in my opinion. Instead of just Jericho being on Inside the NBA, you bring them both on. You keep them apart, but you bring them both on. You can promote. It comes down to promotion. I feel like Jericho always has to find a way to involve himself in the biggest moments instead of actually, being the right guy for him.
But they were doing those promotions. Like, they don't really do them anymore. But remember, like, start of AEW, like on YouTube, it was the road to this, the road to that. And like, that's how they introduced the talent. Like that Best Friends, Darby Allin, like so many different people. Like, that's how you got to know them before they even got to their first show.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a whole bunch of other matches on All In, but I mean, y'all just want to talk about FTR and the Bucks and Adam Cole and MJF?
Okay. And Joe and Punk.
Oh, and Joe and Punk. That's right. You have a Joe and Punk. All right. Well, we'll start with Joe and we'll start with Joe and Punk. We'll just go Joe and Punk. Dad Hat, I'll let you lead on this one.
It better be Joe. It better be Joe. Punk better lay down and understand that, sorry, just because you came back doesn't mean that you're going to win everything. Like, it needs to be Joe.
Jax, Joe's losing, right?
I think Joe loses, and hear me out, because this will put them even.
Is this for the title?
Yeah, it's for the real world title. Joe needs to win, or Punk needs to win more time.
It's for his fake AEW title or the Ring of Honor TV title?
Fake AEW title.
Oh, then
it's fake AEW title.
Sorry, I thought it was for the TV title.
Joe has beaten Punk so many times. I never thought I would see Samoa Joe CM Punk beat Samoa Joe. One bit. I've never thought I'd see it till AEW, and I wanted it to be the guy that Punk can never get through. And he was that guy for so many years. And then we got
Yeah. Bree?
I mean, I kind of wish, like you said, Dad Hat, it's got to be Joe. It's Joe for me. I personally don't really care to watch this match. I just want Joe to kick Punk's
Really?
ass. I mean, it's probably one of my least favorite matches.
Oh my Lord. I feel like that's one of my favorite matches on that one.
The Joe Punk match?
Yeah. Because of the story of it. I like the fact that they, don't get me wrong. I think I think it's safe to say that I think CM Punk is going to win this one. But I don't know. I like the nostalgia of it, man. I liked seeing all the stuff in Ring of Honor and then for it to pick back up, through kind of sort of Ring of Honor pseudo, I guess, since it's AEW. Like I said, I liked the original matches with them, so I think this match to me is going to be one of the ones that's probably a sleeper. But I think Punk's winning.
Before we
it's no secret I'm not a CM Punk fan. I'm not. I used to be. I think that CM Punk refuses to take blame for a lot of shit. I think that CM Punk likes to play the victim. I'm more on Jax's side of I don't think CM Punk should have ever beat Samoa Joe. Ever. The one mountain he couldn't climb. But that being said, yeah, it's for the fake AEW world title. It's gonna be Punk.
What do you think opens the show?
The first on the main show?
Yeah.
That's a good question, dude.
I think either that match or the 6-man match between Ibushi and all them.
That's going to be a good one, I think.
Yeah, that one. I think you want a pretty good, decent banger. So yeah, I would probably go with that 6-man.
Yeah,
FTR versus the Bucks, guys. FTR versus the Bucks.
Cena.
Why am I about to be really upset come Sunday night when the Bucks are holding those world titles?
I'm gonna be livid.
This is the bet. This is the best of three. This is the tiebreaker. I feel like the Bucks are going to do it just like they did with the Death Triangle. Kyle, what do you think?
I could definitely see the Bucks getting the belts. I mean, especially with with the fact that all the stuff they got going with FDR. But I don't know, man. I think you could be right. Maybe we might see the Bucks win. I mean, it doesn't bother me that bad, only because FTR's had a couple, title reigns at this point, and in this last run, they had a pretty decent one. So I'm not mad at it, but I mean, I wouldn't be mad at FTR keeping those belts either. But if I got to pick one, I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Jax?
Yes.
FTR or the Bucks?
Oh, FTR or the Bucks, yeah. It's a normal match, right?
Yeah.
FTR.
You think they win the tiebreaker?
I don't think they're done yet.
If it wasn't a tiebreaker match because they each have one victory, I would agree.
But I mean,
with
all think about it this way, though, too. We were just talking about how All Out's the next week. I mean, what if some bullshit happens and then they end up fighting each other at All Out, too?
In a ladder match. I can see that happening.
I mean, I could see that.
Bree, FTR Bucks.
I don't know. I feel like I really don't. I think FDR's gonna retain there.
All right, Dad hat.
I mean, I want FTR to retain.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna dive into the whole thing with cash and everything, but my first reaction when I saw all that, again before knowing all the information and everything, I was like, well, if something happens, at least we get maybe a Dax singles run like I wanted, like when he was doing more singles matches. But I'm just not a fan of the Bucks as a team. I'm a fan of them as individuals and what they do for the business. And I read their book and it made me more of a fan of theirs and everything. I'm just not a fan of the Bucks.
It is what it is. Not everybody's a fan of them. I'm not a fan of them. I used to be. I'm not anymore. But, it is what it is. All right. Before we bail, let's cover this last one. MJF versus Adam Cole. Simple question. Going around in a circle. Who turns on who? Who's your AEW World Title holder after the match is over? Let's go ahead. Kyle, I want to thank you again for joining us. We're going to start this one off with you.
So part of me wants to say with how hot MJF is that there's not any chance that they're going to take the belt off him. But I think this match goes one of two ways. I think we're getting a turn. It's either going to be Adam Cole, turning and siding with Roddy, or Roddy fucking Adam Cole over and only making him and MJF, closer or whatever. I feel like Roddy's going to have some kind of impact in this. So I feel like MJF retains the title on this one. But I think, like I said, either Roddy's going to be involved in it or Cole is just going to say fuck MJF, and then he might be part of the thing with them in general.
He's in Wembley, so what bothers me is the CM Punk factor. I've always said either Adam Cole beats and turns on MJF, and MJF is the biggest face in the business, or MJF turns on Adam Cole And just like Hogan must pull, CM Punk comes out to be the savior, and that's how we build an MJF CM Punk to join the titles. I want to say, I'm hoping, I'm not ready for as much as fucking loud as it gets in that arena. I'm not ready for a babyface MJF. I'm not. I want MJF to stay a bad guy. Bree.
I'm so torn on this one because it could go either of two ways. But God, like I don't even know if I can pick who I would want to win. I don't think MJF's title reign's over yet.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good point. I really don't see it ending either. Of course, I've been wrong. I didn't see fucking Darby Allin beating Samoa Joe. So, I can be wrong all the time. Jax.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Adam Cole MJF. What you thinking?
As much as I want to see Adam Cole win it to claim what he rightfully deserves, I see MJF pulling it off. And if they can do a quick week turnaround with it, I still see CM Punk as a factor. But having MJF at the end of all close all in with CM Punk, MJF in the ring, title to title, then close all out with the unification belt and get this shit over with.
You think they can build on a 1 week?
I don't give a shit. I just want it over. I've never been a fan of the two titles. If you want a world champion on Collision, debut a new belt. Don't play around with this spray painting an X on it and now it's different. It's the real world champion. Right? I believe you did that in WWE also against John Cena.
Not only that, he took the real world champion from Ric Flair in 93 or whatever in WWF.
That's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Dad hat?
I'm going to be an odd man out here. I'm ready for MJF to lose that damn belt. Like, I don't know.
I'll say this: it hasn't been the run I expected.
No. I want Adam Cole to turn on MJF, and I know you say if that happens, that's going to turn MJF into a major babyface. Maybe for just that moment, it might. But then I want MJF to come out the next week on Dynamite and say, and literally just rip the people to shreds. Something like, for once, I gave you people what you wanted. I had a friend, or who I thought was a friend, and look what it cost me.
Wait a minute. Not to cut you off, but something you just said made me think of something too that only furthers my point as far as the Cole turning thing. Let's not forget the people that were hugging Roddy were the Kingdom. Somebody else was part of the Kingdom.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
So, Shout out to Mike Bennett, who's a past guest of our show, even though he had to have Maria help him figure out how to get the internet working, but it was good times.
But I don't know. I see Adam Cole turning, and then MJF just that turns him back into that monster heel and just going off after the people. But
it's not a bad idea.
I don't. But
we will find out.
I don't care about CM Punk in any way, shape, or form. Like,
yeah, we'll find out this Sunday at noon. What is it? 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central.
1 p.m. Yeah, at 0 hours noon.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and hit Dad Hat's joke of the week, and then we're gonna plug some shit, and we're gonna get out of here. Dad Hat, do you have a joke of the week?
I do. Let me find it while Jay plays the intro.
Let's go.
Get ready, because it's Dad Hat's dad joke of the week. Ha ha! I'm laughing already.
Hey, Jax.
Yes.
What does a sprinter eat before a race?
Sprinter eat before a race. A sandwich.
Nothing. Stay fast.
Because he's printed.
All right. I got one more.
He sprints fast. They're so dumb. They're funny. I love my dad. I love dad jokes.
Where's the other one? All right. I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes. Turns out it was the refrigerator all along.
Say again, sorry, I blinked.
Huh?
I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes. Turns out it was the refrigerator all along.
That's a fat joke. You calling me fat?
I call myself fat.
It took
Tommy,
me
you
a while
watch your
to-
language. I love dad jokes. All shapes and
It
sizes.
took me a while to get that one. Guys, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Before we go, I want to thank Kyle. Kyle, before we bail out of here, thank you for joining us. Go ahead and plug your shit, bro.
We got a bunch of stuff coming at you. Knockouts and 3 counts. You can follow us at KO3C Pod on all the social medias. Make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube along with all of you guys. I enjoyed my time here tonight. But we've got tomorrow night, 10 p.m., we will be joined by a member of the NWA 75th anniversary, Mildred Burke tournament, the Weapon of Ash Destruction. Then Tuesday, we will be joined by Ryan McKinnell of Busted Open to make our picks for All Out and all those things. And then I've got, we will be having the main event for LFA coming. The godson of Rashad Evans, our guy Devin Smith, comes back through. So you never know what happens. And if you're in Chicago for All Out and all those things, and maybe check out Circle 6 or anything else around, make sure you say what up, though.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Go scope him out. Bree, go ahead and plug EO shit.
Oh. Well, you can check out next week over on World Championship Wreckage, episode 3 of Queen's Court. We're going to be talking about the 93 Royal Rumble and the Monday Night Raw after that, along with some of my homework of Shawn Michaels matches.
Yes. By the way, Bree, you're absolutely fucking killing it hosting Queen's Court. You're doing amazing. It's awesome. Love to see it. Daddest of hats, plug yo shit.
World Championship Wreckage on the YouTubes. Pretty much almost can have a show a day at this point. I don't know how I have time to do all this crap, but it's fun and it's a blast. And I love doing it. And I got some of the best people to work with. And I love y'all to death. I get to do this each and every week with you. Yeah, that's it. I'm tired.
You no good, rotten bastard.
Tell him, Nate.
You do have a show Saturday, Jax.
Oh, hold on. And also,
what show's happening?
The best producer and intro maker ever.
You
Jay
no
knows
good,
wrestling.
rotten bastard.
Jax, you have a show with Dad Hat this Saturday. What are you guys bringing back?
Bringing back a Wrecking Crew, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go. The Wrecking Crew returns.
Circus peanuts. Ah!
This one hits me right here. I've never been on the Wrecking Crew, but you guys and Husky know. Y'all know. Like, this one makes my heart melt. Like, I am so excited for Saturday and you guys to reunite and fucking have a Wrecking Crew episode. This one gets me right here. Congratulations, guys.
Mm-hmm.
As for myself and that man over there, you can catch us Saturday nights for Boyfriend Time. Yes, we did our debut episode this past Saturday, and it was fucking awesome, guys. Again, before we get out of here, I want to stress this. Boyfriend Time is all about hanging out with the guys. We come hang out. We talk about stupid random shit wherever the conversation leads to us. It is tough out there being a father. It is tough out there being a dad, a husband, a provider, worrying all the time. Come hang out at Boyfriend Time and just kick back, relax, and push the world away for at least a little while. I know we did our first episode this week, and I know we are taking a 2-week hiatus. The fact of the matter is, guys, is I've got something this weekend. I'm meeting Cody Rhodes, and next weekend it is my wife's, my daughter's, and my birthday. So I'm busy. But we may drop in a special surprise boyfriend time. You never know when we might pop up. Guys, this has been the Wrestletalk Wolfpack. I got to thank the Bionic Silverback. I got to thank Matt Ward. I got to thank every single person in the chat, intern Tommy, Coach Ron, Jay, everybody who joined us from Kyle's crew. Thank you all for joining us tonight, guys. We are the Wrestletalk Wolfpack, and we will check you guys next week.
I'll fucking TikTok thirst trap on screen like that. Hold up. Get it. 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 I'm standing. I was gonna tease.